been a great ride along with you. So I want to thank the chamber, Elizabeth and your staff for putting this on. It's a very special event, not only for the city of Martinsburg, but for myself. This is the first State of the City address that the city has done that I know, and that's for the last 12 years. And it's my hopes that no matter who's mayor moving forward, that they continue to have this on a regular basis, so that you guys in the community, the people who live here, the people who work here, the people who have businesses here, have a little output of what happened the prior year and what we're looking for the next year. And I got to tell you that a lot of things are happening here in the city of Martinsburg, a lot of great things happening. And there's certain people that I'd like to identify because it has nothing to do with Kevin Knowles. It has to do with the people that work for the city. As I call your name, can you please stand and I'd like to get a round of applause, because without these people, this report that I'm going to give, this suggestion that I'm going to give doesn't come to fruition. So it's everybody's hands, not just city employees, other people. So Andy Blake, city manager. Mark Gordon, CDB. Joe Easton from CEC, who does all the great projects. And Keith McIntosh with Senator Manchin's office. That's the relationship that this city has had, not only with state elected officials, but with our federal and U.S. senators, has been wonderful on both ends. So we can't commend both Senator Manchin and Senator Capito for the things they have done. And you're going to hear about some of the things that you guys took part in that helped get us the funding that we're looking forward to moving forward. If anybody knows me, I'm not a long talker, so we're going to wrap this up. When we're done, myself and Andy are available for any questions. Any questions that I don't have the answers for, I know Andy does, and between us we can help and move things along here. All right, let's get started. 407 years ago, Andy, this is the wrong one. Here we go. Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, residents, and to our business community that are here today. As your mayor, it is both an honor and privilege to stand before you today to deliver the first State of the City address for 2024. This annual tradition moving forward will provide us with an opportunity to reflect on our achievements, acknowledge our challenges, and chart a course of the future for our dearly loved city. Thanks to the efforts and collaboration of our staff, our residents, our businesses, and our nonprofit community, the state of the city of Martinsburg is strong, vibrant, and full of promise. Just this past week, we had the opportunity to once again exercise our right to vote and select who we wanted to represent and speak for us with our constitutional republics. A right we now take for granted, that our forefathers fought to obtain almost 250 years ago, and that many generations thereafter have fought to protect. While much attention was placed on national and state races, there is no government closer to the people that can impact the everyday lives of citizens more than local government. And while much criticism, venom, and bitterness, and of course a lot of those mailers, thank you, Andy. I got a laugh out of that. May have surrounded this past election cycle, focusing on divisive wedge issues. It remains our focus to provide essential governmental services that directly impacts our citizens daily and create a place that people are proud to call home. Hence, City Council has placed a focus this year on investing in our people, our infrastructure, and place. There are components that complete the portrait that would help shape the city moving forward. The 2024-2025 budget invests in people, including our employers, our employees, and our citizens. Invests in infrastructure, as you see some of the work that's happening on King Street. And makes investments in creating and maintaining a sense of place. A wonderful place to live. Martinsburg's first priority is to provide quality, efficient, and effective services and deliver such a basic life amenity as clean water, sanitation, safe streets, fire, police, and citizen protection. Providing quality services requires people. So continued investments in our people is necessary so that our employees can continue essential services to our residents, businesses, and constituents. Effectively providing and delivering services requires adequate and quality infrastructure, including necessary modern equipment and technology. And finally, investments are necessary to create and maintain a sense of place for not only our residents, but also our visitors to the area. So how do we plan to accomplish the goals of investing in people? We will invest in our people by ensuring that we recruit and maintain a quality workforce by providing competitive wages and benefits, properly equipping the 21st century workforce, and providing the tools for our first responders' needs to keep our community safe. I am also proud that the city will restructure its current police and fire pension funds to ensure that our current employees and retirees' pensions are secure in the future, while ensuring Martinsburg's financial security for the decades to come. While this initiative may not be flashy, it honors our commitment to our first responders and one of the city's top priorities. Those individuals that work every day, the police and fire and the EMS, put their lives out there every day for us and to keep this community safe. While we continue to investing in our infrastructure by funding $1 million in street paving, completing renovations at City Hall. If you've been riding downtown, you can see the progress that City Hall is being made. The Caperton train station, have an opportunity to go down there. We were doing a lot of work over the last few months, should be done here in the next month or so. And our Public Works facility. Our Public Works facility, our current one, is we've outgrown it because the city has grown so much. Repairing sidewalks in the downtown urban core of the King and Queen Streets. That's been something that we've heard about for a long, long time. We have a plan to repair some of the sidewalks in the downtown and also work with the planters for the trees that are down there at this point. Completing a stormwater management project on Porter, King, and Valley with new sidewalk, curb, and streetscape in coordination with the private sector developer, and fully funding our Public Works Department. If you haven't seen what's going on up there at the old mill on King Street, Monument has come to this city and found it necessary to invest over $110 million into a three-phase project that's going on there right now. That phase one is done, and there's 190, I believe, apartments that are ready to be rented, and they started taking applications, and I believe they have 75 of them already distributed out to individuals. So that place there, if you haven't had an opportunity to check it out on their website, if you haven't had, they're more freely available to give you tours if you need a tour, but that place is just unbelievable. And the impact that that's going to make, not only to where that's at right there, but filter into our downtown area, down into the garage and everything else that we have going on in the city is just unbelievable. We will continue creating and maintaining our sense of place by investing almost $1 million in Parks and Rec and open spaces by funding several operations, plus funds for bathhouse renovation at our city pools, funding a new roof, Berkeley 2000, constructing 8 new pickleball courts. If you haven't heard people complaining about pickleball courts, then you must be missing out on that. But we're continuing to move forward to build those and ensuring the operations. Thank you to CEC and some others that we made a commitment. At least I made a commitment back last year after Lambert Pool was closed that we were going to check it out and Lambert Pool would be open this year. And I could stand here and tell you today, Lambert Pool will be open and operational probably by the end of this month. I'm very confident after talking with Co and Joe and everybody and actually viewing the pool up there. And, am I going to have a pool?
Sounds likely.
Sounds like he has a better answer than I do, I guess, right? You got the same answer as Joe, right? So Lambert Pool will be open. Furthermore, the city's budget continues aggressive community and economic development programs to attract quality economic development and job growth. Funds from Affordable Housing Strategy Study, funds from CDBG home grants to help tackle affordable housing. I knew I was going to get the clap from the back because they grabbed me earlier. Affordable housing, low-income needs and youth programs. Provide resources for city to apply for and obtain matching grants, funds for infrastructure, parks, planning, and economic development. To fund Main Street Martinsburg and the Martinsburg County CVB to support and enhance downtown economic growth, including a new downtown comprehensive sound system. So if you've ever been anywhere else and walked in the downtown, you will hear some music going on, just light music, very light music. You'll start to hear that in the downtown of Martinsburg. It's going to start. We're going to start putting that together. Aside from the CDBG funding, the council has set aside an additional $100,000 to create a micro grant fund for our nonprofit sector.
Yeah.
After much discussion, as part of our budget, we used to fund outside agencies. We decided to take money and put that aside and have those agencies come to us in a format that we have to put together for them to apply for some of that funding. We would have a group of people sitting in on making those decisions instead of arbitrarily giving 5,000 of this organization, 2,000 of this organization. So we're very, very proud to be able to put that together so that there's an opportunity and fairness for everybody. Martinsburg continues to invest in our people, infrastructure, and place by paying off and continued steady economic growth. Year over year, business registration in the city of Martinsburg has experienced a 16% growth rate. According to the West Virginia Secretary of State, Martinsburg now ranks only behind Morgantown and Charleston with the most businesses in the state. That's very proud. With the transitioning economy coming out of COVID, the gig economy, home-based, and internet businesses, the Secretary of State reports 95% increase in business registrations in Martinsburg since 2020. 95% increase. You take the home-based and all the other ones. That is huge. That's huge. We've seen new investments in our downtown area with vibrant shops, nice job, and restaurants, enriching our community life, contributing to the overall prosperity of Martinsburg. And we are starting to see this momentum with the opening of the garage on King Street in downtown, and impending opening of the Monument Apartments project, which we just mentioned, a block away, which has transformed a dilapidated, idled brownfield for 50 years into a revived center of urban living and activity. The transportation of the Shenandoah into luxury downtown apartments, an event center. The conversion of many downtown upstairs underutilized units into livable residences and Airbnbs, and the transition of vacant storefronts. People are moving back into the urban core, and more importantly, want to move into an urban core to take advantage of the many cultural events, restaurants, retailers, and opportunities our downtown is offering. If anybody has ever been to an event to our downtown corridor through Main Street, this has been a wonderful experience over the last couple of years with the leadership of Robbie Blair and his staff, to see the increase that they're having in not only the amount of events, but the people that are attending those events. There's so many attending those events, we're running out of parking. That's what I say. They'll keep on coming. Actually, there's a big event tomorrow. I know the weather is iffy, but they're going to have lots of tents down there and a wonderful place in Boydville to have the wine festival. So feel free to get down and enjoy that. While downtown revitalization remains important and remains a priority, investments, reinvestments, and development is occurring throughout the city of Martinsburg. Currently, the city has approximately 1,600 new multifamily units going through the planning process, and commercial businesses continue to express interest and to open up in the city, including the newly opened multi-million-dollar One Life Fitness, True Hotel, continued development on the west side of Interstate 81, investments in our healthcare sector, and so on and so on. Martinsburg has big plans, from the implementation of the new Gateway Plan to the construction of the Martinsburg Greenway Trail System, to the execution of the adopted Martinsburg Parks Master Plan. We are seeking resources to fill those plans using capital funds, grants, and congressional earmarks. Just in the last few weeks, Martinsburg was successfully secured $1.8 million, thanks to the office of Senator Manchin, in congressional directed spending for a new ladder truck for our fire department. We received $1.6 million in matching funds from the West Virginia in partnership with Ascend West Virginia and the Wishneff Group to complete the full renovation of the Market House on the corner of Queen and Burke Street.
Good.
Yeah.
We received $800,000 to replace street lighting downtown to make it brighter and more vibrant, and $1.1 million in transportation alternative grants to help complete the next phase of the Martinsburg Greenway Trail System. In about 6 weeks, the city will learn whether its $20 million RAISE grant will be awarded. If awarded, these funds will construct and complete the Martinsburg Greenway Trail project, which will extend to the Route 9 walking, biking trail through Martinsburg with its ultimate connection to the War Memorial Park.